Beware of such people who are with you in front of you, but stand against you behind your back. Sometimes, it's hard to understand why fate always plays a cruel game with good people. Loving is an art, and my advice is to never love someone who doesn't deserve it. It's such a pity that when loyalty is mentioned, we humans often give the example of dogs. Give someone so much that it hurts you, but don't give them so much time that they become arrogant. Sometimes, bitter people like bitter gourds come in handy in tough times, while sweet people like sugar often betray you when you need them the most. Complaining to those who don't even understand your pain is utterly useless. No matter how bad life gets, as long as someone you love is by your side, everything feels better. Every person has two stories. One they tell everyone, and the other they hide from everyone. Silence is the best response to someone who doesn't understand the value of your words. In life, make yourself strong. Relying on others will only ruin you. My anger and my love are only for those I consider my own. People always fear losing what was never truly theirs. In life, whether you fail 10 times or 100 times, swear to yourself that you won't live like an ordinary person. Love is rare. Hold on to it. Anger is destructive. Suppress it. Fear is terrifying. Learn to face it. Stress, depression, and anxiety come when you think less about yourself and more about others. Being patient is far better than crying in front of the world. People say sharing your pain lessens it, but here, the one you share it with often enjoys it. Thinking well of everyone is my worst habit. You should have money because no one here values emotions. A person who isn't satisfied with what they have will never be satisfied with what they get in the future. If you make others precious in your life, you'll become cheap in theirs. The more you lower your self-respect, the more people will take advantage of you. Tough times don't make you weak. They teach you to become a champion. That's the difference between us and them. They remember us in their free time, but we can't free ourselves from their memories. It wasn't you who hurt me the most. It was my own expectations. Love isn't sustained by promises, but by feelings. Trying too hard to show off only makes a person more miserable. Now, even religion should be such that it makes a person human. No matter how close someone is to you, they always look out for their own benefit first. Old relationships often fade away when a new one begins. Some people lie with such confidence that you can't even tell they're lying. People only value you when it's too late. It takes a lifetime to build trust, but just a moment to break it. Change is inevitable. Everything changes. Someone's heart changes, and someone's days change. People meet by chance, but part by choice. Learn to forget, sir. It's in your best interest because the world will do the same to you. After a while, either the pain ends, or the person does. Bow only to those whose character is pure. Being someone's habit is more dangerous than being their love. What comes easily is never valued. Relationships that form quickly also break quickly. Pride and ego ruin relationships. A person isn't lost in a crowd. They're lost when they're alone. Some weak people cry where they should get angry. Sometimes there's so much to say, but the words stay in the heart. I never tested anyone. I gave as much love as I could, but never received it in return. Maybe God never made me for anyone to miss me. No matter how sincerely you maintain a relationship, the one who's meant to change will still change. Those who forget move on. Only those who couldn't forget their love died. Those who love with a true heart often end up broken. Matching clothes only makes the body look beautiful. Match your relationships and circumstances, and your whole life will become beautiful. It's better to refuse with the truth than to give false hope. Misunderstandings in life are more dangerous than making mistakes. If you want to be happy, make decisions based on your circumstances, not by looking at the world. Life is yours, but you end up living it for others. Long threads and long tongues only create problems, so keep them wrapped and controlled. What you are isn't important, but what's within you is. The past is in your mind, and the future is in your hands. A human's life is just a drop, but their ego is bigger than an ocean. Here, everyone is a traveler. One day, even memories fade. The past never returns, but people's behavior from the past always lingers. Don't expect too much from people, or you'll always be sad, and they won't care. These relationships are strange. They don't start without trust and don't end without betrayal. Those who pretend to help in tough times are often happy to see your downfall. You can't even trust your own breath, yet we trust people. Now, it doesn't hurt me no matter how high I'm pushed because the hands that pushed me were the ones I trusted more than myself. Someone who understands your feelings, but still hurts you can never be yours. Your faith can move mountains, but your doubt can create them in your relationships. Never think you're alone. Think that you alone are enough. Don't make your words for everyone. Stay silent and see who understands you. There comes a time when a person learns to endure pain. Only your loved ones have the right to make you upset. In front of strangers, you have to smile. Loving someone isn't wrong, but leaving someone after loving them is very wrong. When I drowned, even the ocean was surprised. What a strange person. Doesn't even call for help. A person who stays silent often says everything in their silence. True love often happens with the wrong people. If just one stubborn knot is untied, all tangled relationships can be resolved. The beauty of patience, one of the best things about patience is that once you truly have it, you no longer crave anything. Good people bring happiness into your life, while bad people leave you with lessons. We live in an era where people are ready to fight in the name of religion, but no one is willing to follow its true path. In this age, people are truly remarkable. They call you brother, but only to use you for their own benefit. Share your pain only with those who are capable of understanding it. Do not comfort yourself too much by thinking that people are too busy to make time for you. No one is ever that busy. Often, you worry about those who don't even see your pain. Stop looking for your place in someone else's life. Trust me, you will be much happier. Hard truths about relationships and life: do not fool yourself into thinking that every relationship is special or that everyone who appears to be close will always be loyal. Develop an attitude where you treat people exactly the way they treat you. If someone leaves you in your worst times, understand that they were never truly with you. Whenever I gave someone a chance, they ended up betraying me. Even complaints have dignity. That's why they shouldn't be made to just anyone. The real fear isn't wounds. It's the attachment we have with people. I have seen the world from up close, which is why I now prefer to sit far away from everyone. Success means doing more than what others expect from you. If you want to do something different in life, you must walk away from the crowd. Crowds may give you courage, but they take away your identity. The fear of losing a loved one is the greatest fear in the world, and only those who have experienced it can understand. People say that those who want to leave will leave, no matter the destination, while those who want to stay will stay, no matter the situation. I have seen how heartbreak drains the color from a person's face. If love is true, memories will bring unbearable pain. There is a limit to how far the eyes can see, but the heart only wants to look where you are. Never expect too much from anyone. People don't value you as much as you think. Why do you cry for someone who doesn't care whether you exist or not? Some people have fallen from my eyes due to their arrogance and actions. Trusting the wrong people has been an expensive lesson. Understanding people and their true colors, the pain hidden in the eyes reveals that it's not just the heart that's broken, but trust as well. People are wise enough to catch every lie, yet love makes them blind enough to believe anything. Ask time itself, do wounds truly heal? Those who leave you alone need to be reminded that you are enough for yourself. The pain of the mind is far greater than the pain of the body. Love is more dangerous than poison. Just one taste, and a person spends a lifetime suffering. If you want to survive in this world, learn to be a little selfish, because betrayal comes in an instant. The people who try to bring us down the most are often the ones closest to us. Understand the difference. You are valuable, and I am priceless. The only bond that lasts is the one where both fear losing each other. Every meeting in life has a purpose. Some teach lessons, while others give wisdom. I do think of you often, but I no longer wish to meet you. Running in the wrong direction is worse than walking slowly in the right one. If someone offers you their heart for free, don't take it, because it's likely even cheaper than before. The harsh reality of life: my words may be bitter, but my heart is pure. I know exactly when and how people have changed. I keep track of it all. Changing times and changing people never belong to anyone. Choose friends who will change your situation, not ones who change with the situation. It is completely justified to live and die by your principles. I have no desire to live under someone else's shadow. Those who become slaves to their problems never create their own destiny. There's enough water on this earth to drown in, yet people always seem to drown in love. Knowing everything about someone can sometimes turn them into a stranger again. When both fate and circumstances turn against you, you are forced to listen and endure a lot. Be patient. Sometimes, life takes you through the worst times before giving you the best. When money comes, respect follows. But always remember, that respect belongs to the money, not to you. Lessons from life's pain. I was never the kind to make a scene. I always knew what was happening, but I remained silent. I spent my whole life making others happy, but in the process, I lost my own happiness. People with strong hearts often cry in the silence of the night. Life should be lived on your own terms. Trying to please others will only turn you into a circus act. Earthquakes and love have a lot in common. One shakes buildings, the other shakes hearts. Those who are amazed by my patience should know. Tears that don't fall to the ground cut deep inside the heart. If I were unfaithful, I'd have a crowd around me. But my loyalty keeps me alone. There's no need to respect those whose actions are as disgraceful as stray dogs. There is no true bond in this world. No one stays with you forever. When a person is betrayed by someone they trust, they never truly trust anyone again. Someone once asked me the value of pain, and I replied, I wouldn't know. I've received all my pain for free. I trusted a few people beyond limits, and it cost me everything. Compliments given after death and apologies made after breaking someone's heart hold no meaning. Finding true peace. Problems don't define weakness. They teach us that we need to try harder. Sometimes, life forces us to choose before we even realize what's truly important. Love's punishments are terrifying. It makes life unbearable. You can't live, yet you can't die either. Anger, like love, is something not everyone deserves. The moment the veil of trust falls from your eyes, you finally see the world for what it really is. I can give up all my habits for you, except the habit of loving you. Broken people often try to keep others from breaking. I may walk alone, but I will never follow anyone. Take back your false promises. You'll need them for your next love story. My heart is small, so tell me, what should I make space for? Pain, sorrow, or your memories? Words alone can't teach lessons. Sometimes, it takes a tragedy. Remember, the people who point fingers at you are often not even worthy of standing in your presence. If you ever have to remind someone of your worth, understand that you no longer hold any value in their life. The happiest person is the one with the least complaints. No matter how good of a person you are, you will always be the villain in someone's story. I have learned from falling leaves, when you become a burden, even your own will push you away. Final thoughts. Talking to someone isn't about having time. It's about having the will. The day you lose me, you'll smile through your tears. It takes no time to become addicted to someone, but it takes a lifetime to let them go. Love at first sight is just an infatuation. True love takes time. If only the world understood, the quiet ones carry the deepest pain. To live a fulfilling life, you must accept that not everything is meant for everyone. If you don't have the strength to change yourself, you have no right to blame others. Some nights, I met people who weren't even worthy of my presence. Everyone needs at least one person in life to whom they can tell the whole truth. And in the end, where expectations die, peace begins.